Um, It will be there for you on the website if you choose to repeat it. All right. So the other announcement, and I'm glad I remembered, is that those of you who signed up for the yoga and aging, and you can still sign up for, you don't have to do the, well, one workshop already transpired, but the next one, Karen Steffen is doing it. And it's Sunday, March 27th at 1 p.m. And she's focusing on the hips as we age. So again, you can register for this particular workshop at, let me see if it's right here, yogaandaging.com to learn more and register. Okay. All right, so as people, oh, Julia, nice to see you. Nice to see you all. And if you want to, maybe we'll end a moment earlier, and then we can sit with everyone and chat amongst ourselves. But I'd like you to sit in a comfortable manner. And I hope that in some way you've kept up your meditation practice as much as you've kept up your yoga asana practice. So adjust yourselves well so that you're comfortable, that you're not struggling in any way. You can sit, Tony, that's fine, in Virasana or cross-legged. Adjust so you're on the ball points of the buttock bones, because that will actually help you ascend the side walls of the chest and alert the spine. So the spine is attentive to its structure. Have the hands close to the hips with the palms pronated down, and use that pronation to press the thighs down as again you raise the side walls of the chest. And then allow the eyes to close gently. Release the inner corners of the eyes and sense the eyes spreading as though if the eyes were open, they were taking in the periphery of the room. And yes, as I read the chat box, those of you who need to leave early, not a problem. I'm glad that you've come to class, even if it's just for 5 minutes. So just sitting comfortably, be at ease. And I know I've used these words before. They're words from Sylvia Boorstein. Be confident in the future. It's very easy to let our minds as we age to go to a dark state. Not just a state of unknowing, but actually not a state of confidence. It can be one of fear, anxiety, not knowing what's going to happen in the next 5 or 10 years. So see if you can manifest the quality of being confident in your future, in your future, in the future and in your future. And as you contemplate that, be aware of the feelings in the body and in the mind as you reflect on being confident in your future. Knowing that everything is manageable. And again, these are Sylvia's words. Be confident in the future, knowing that everything is manageable. In addition, to foster that confidence, know that you are indeed on a path, and I would say a noble path of loving, a path of awakening, a path of compassion, a path of appreciation, and a path of wisdom. And perhaps in your mind's eye, literally seeing yourself on a literal path. And know that this confidence, this very confidence, can hold all pain and sorrow and fear and disappointment, be it individually or collectively. And then finally, confident in your own capacity to meet this moment fully, to meet this moment with kindness. And you can even use the gata, as Thich Nhat Hanh would say, the gata of, may I meet this moment fully, may I meet this moment as a friend. May I meet this moment fully. May I meet this moment as a friend. Agata is basically a short slogan where you're synchronizing the in-breath with, say, may I meet this moment fully, and may I meet this moment as a friend with the out-breath. And that comes from Thich Nhat Hanh's work, who recently passed, as many of you know. And then if you'd like to, in reverence, as a suggestion of bowing to this moment, in the here, in the here, in the now, you can fold the palms in front of your chest and repeat after me your own personal vow or the Dalai Lama's vow. May I be a boat, a raft, a bridge for all beings to cross the flood. May I be a resting place for the weary. May I be medicine for all who are sick. May I be a lamp in the darkness for those who are lost. And may I do so as long as earth and sky and galaxies exist. Until all are enlightened, I vow to be here to serve them all. And then when you're ready, if your hands in front of the chest, simply release the palms and then allow your eyes to open. So again, welcome to you all. Nice to see you all. Carla, Julia, Janet, Kiko, Elaine, Lubna, Lana, Nancy, Winnie, Tony. Really good to see you all. So I think, you know, I don't know how much you practiced during the time that I was away. I know some of you have gone to other yoga classes and I'm really happy about that. But I would say if you have not done Supta Virasana in 5 weeks, your thighs will feel it. So I would suggest sitting in Virasana, having 2 bolsters to recline backwards. And if you're not able to do Supta Virasana, which is fine, then simply do Supta Swastikasana. So this one. Okay, but let me just show Supta Virasana. So this is what I'm just assuming, I'm making a big assumption that you haven't done Supta Virasana in some time. If you don't have 2 bolsters, use a blanket for the second one. You'd sit in Virasana for a bit of time, and then you're going hard to do in sneakers. And then this is too high for me, recline backward, okay? So let's see, we'll go slowly today because first of all, you know, I haven't taught in 5 weeks and maybe I forgot how to teach. And if it's really hard on the knees, Supta Baddha Konasana, that's good, Luna. Carly, you have your own setup. Janet, good. Janet, looks like you've come into that with ease. You must have been practicing. How many truly have not done this pose in 5 weeks or 4 weeks? Okay, so if your hand is up, you might say, oh my God. Elaine, like you would say, oh my God. Do belt the thighs if they splay out. Good, Tony. Inner knees to outer knees, that's it. We need just adjust your camera so I can see the legs. I'm just seeing your trunk now. I'm gonna give you plenty of time to come into it because I know the feeling of not having done this. Yeah, Lana, sit, yeah, take an arm position first, press the feet. Remember to turn the inner knees to the outer knees, good, Luna. If the chin is lifting a little bit higher than the forehead, then put an extra blanket support, Luna, yeah. Take maybe more height today than you think. We're doing these for the thighs. Tony, see if you can, the thighs need not touch, but just take the thighs, like run them parallel. Might be better for your hips as well. If you need to come in and out, then please do. I know this can be grueling if you haven't done it in some time, but I wanted to do something. Lana, the other thing is, to do up dog, or Tita Bekasana, which we'll do. And then take the arms overhead. If you haven't taken your arms overhead, you will find this also challenging. And then hold in Baddha Hasta, holding the wrists or the forearms. That's it, Tony. Nancy, that's fine. Take all the time you need. Just settle in, settle back. Carla, move the buttock flush toward the knees. Remember, take, err on more height today than less. Julia, good. So this is a pose, honestly, you want to do probably a minimum of once a week. I mean, I really have to say, I would, it can be challenging if you go a long time without doing it. See that you're lengthening the side walls of the chest, and then stretch again the arms straight, no elbows, and then change the cross. Good, so we won't have to do, we'll do this again on Tuesday. All right. So today, I thought in planning for this class, I always come back and do leg stretches. But because I am doing a workshop my workshop in the Yoga and Aging is on April 24th. I'm experimenting with some different things that I wanted to get your feedback on, different chapters. So we're going to work with quadricep strength today, muscle strength. All right, now to come out, just simply place the hands in the arches of the feet and then press the feet, hands down, lead with the chest, and then come out either onto your knees, which is the easiest, cross the legs, and then give a good stretch to the legs in Dandasana with the feet hip width apart. I want you to find your quads. So most of you have leggings on, and you can see when you extend through your inner heels, how the kneecaps are lifting. And if you put your hands on the frontal quads, do you see how the quads are active? So we're working today with quadriceps. Press the knees down, right above the knee, and below the knee as you simultaneously extend through the heels. All right, so that's what we're working with today, the quadricep muscles. When the quadricep muscles are strengthening, you'll find in many positions, the hamstrings are stretching. All right, we'll start with a very classical beginning. We're going to do child's pose, Adho Mukha Virasana, and then come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog, but we're going wide. So let me just show this sideways. All right, so this is child's pose. Now, I want all of you to know that if you can't get the buttocks to the heels, then put a bolster in support in front of you, right? You build up the support in front of you. Then you'll take the hands to the wide edges of the mat. So the hands will be wider. You'll come up. You'll take the feet to the outer edges, wide hands, wide legs, lift the buttocks up, and then we're slowly going to seal the heels to the floor, okay? All right. Let's see child's pose. If it bothers your knees, anyone, take your forearms onto the bolster. Child's pose, a very good way to begin. Those of you whose shoulders feel tight in any way, take them wide. We will take them wide in a moment. But if your shoulders feel tight, go to a wider position, a decentralized position, which is always the way for any restriction. Now hold the sides of the mat. You can make like a little fist. That's it, Tony. All right, now lift the buttocks up. Take the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Keep the buttocks lifting, get the height to the pelvis. Imagine a block there, go up. And now slowly begin to move. Imagine I'm standing behind you and pressing the root of the, I have my hands are on your thighs. That's it. Now see if you can sink the heels down. Sink the heels down. Get the heels down. Imagine I'm behind you and I'm pulling your inner heel and outer heel to the floor. Go wide. Wide feet for the hamstrings, wide arms for the shoulders. Wide feet for the hamstrings, wide arms for the shoulders. That's it, Elaine. And Winnie, if that bothers your wrist in any manner, do what I showed you with the hands on the sides of the chair. Now walk the feet toward the hands. Walk the feet toward the hands. And up you come. Now just show me how many was, just show by raising your hand, was that the first dog pose that you've done in 4 or 5 weeks? So everyone has done at least one down dog? That's fine if you haven't. Okay. So what I sensed is that when I looked around the screen, that the hamstrings were a little bit tight, but I'm not doing leg stretches today. We will do another down dog. So what I'd like you to do actually is this. go to the wall, and you already did this, and reach your hands to the wall. Have the hands in line with the shoulders. Don't let the shoulder blades lift up to the ceiling. Take the thoracic spine in and stretch your hamstrings in that manner, and then we'll do a quick calf stretch. All right. Lana, I'm gonna have you, I wanna make sure I remember how to spotlight, so I'm gonna have you demonstrate the lunge at the wall. Okay, that's it, Tony. So just do a half uttanasana, good Nance. I wanna see everyone, Carla, let me see. Yeah, activate the quads, so this should feel like Dandasana. Have the feet parallel. Yukiko, just step in a smidge. Janet, just see left hand looks a little lower than the right. Look up and see that your fingers are on the same plane. Go wider with the, Lubna, your hands are wide. Okay, get those shoulder blades flat on the back. That's it, Carla. Okay, all right, now from here, walk away from the wall. You're gonna come back to, I think most of you know, I'll give you a choice. I'm gonna spotlight Lana, just make sure I remember how to do this. But you can do the calf stretch on a chair, which is much harder, or with the balls of the feet on the blocks. And I like the way that it's done with the lunge. So let me just spotlight Lana for a second. All right, Lana, my friend, let me see where you are. Gosh, I feel like I'm so rusty. All right, Lana, nice to see you. So do your famous calf stretch. So you see how her front leg is kind of in a lunge position. The back leg, it's really like it's a very similar stance, only less wide than Virabhadrasana 1. So her back heel is down. You can see the inner corner of the heel and the outer corner of the heel is down. It's a good calf stretch. Thanks, Lana. Okay, pick a calf stretch. You can pick the one that Lana just did, or on the blocks or on the chair. All right, let me see. Calf stretch, and then we're going to do down dog again. Good, good, good. Tony, good. Get the back heel down. That's it, Nance. Calf stretch now, Janet. Yeah, that's it, Yukiko. That's intense, Carla. Yes, with bending forward. And again, if you haven't done this in some time, no worries. You know, it's starting, you know, this is a wonderful approach. Been working with these mantras, see anew, see fresh. You know, begin again, whether it's, you know, meditation practice, right? Just if you haven't been doing, no worries, just begin anew, begin again. 1 foot's fine, Janet, good. All right, now come back, stand in Samasthiti. We will step back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, so be at the very top of the mat. And I want to see your very finest, watch, Tadasana. So when you stretch the arms overhead, don't take the thighs forward, okay? So let's see, Tadasana with the arms overhead. Tadasana with the arms overhead. Have the feet hip width apart. It's easier so to feel your arches lifting, to feel the kneecaps lifting, the quads. Lana, that looks good. The shoulder blades flat on the back. Now exhale, bend forward, and jump back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you're not jumping, stepping back, Elaine, you can do Prasarita Padottanasana, wide with the legs, and you can do it with the legs at the wall. Okay, now this time the feet, make them hip width apart, not to the outer edges. So this is the classical way. Now again, lift the balls of the feet up, lift the buttocks up, and now slowly, roots of the thighs back, top of the knee back, center of the shin back, and extend strongly from the arch to the heel. Now hit the area right above the ankle, that bottom of the shin back. Hit it back, right above the ankle. Hit it back. That's it, good. Hit it back. Lubna, that's good on the shoulders. A little hard to tell only because of the, you know, the black. Get those heels down. Get those heels down having done the calf stretch. Good, Elaine. All right, now walk the feet toward the hands. Walk the feet toward the hands. And inhale, up you come. All right, now what I want you to do is, I'm just kneeling because otherwise I have to adjust the screen. You're going to do a one arm Urdhva Hastasana and use your thumb and the other four fingers to turn the skin so that the arm is not forward of the ear, but rather in line with the ear. We'll do one arm at a time. Again, if you haven't done this work, you will feel perhaps a little stiffness. So stand in Samastiti, have the feet hip width apart. All right, raise the right arm up. I'll just mirror image you and turn the skin toward the ear. Turn, turn, turn. So inner to outer. Turn the skin and see if you can bring the arm in line with the ears without taking the thighs forward. That's a double action. Now reach through the fingertips, keeping the elbow poker stiff. Take the right arm down. And then, yeah, Carl, it's fine. You know, one thing that I will say, if you put the block between your inner thighs, it activates the feet, lifts the arches. That's always helpful. Other arm, turn the skin, aim that left arm in line with the ear and reach up through the fingertips. Get taller and taller, taller and taller. All right, now both arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Now take the arms down, place the hands on the hips. And now what I want you to do is lift the heels up. So it's true, we're standing on 2 feet, but this becomes more of a balancing act. So spread the feet, spread the feet. Now here's the key, suck the outer shins in. Don't let the outer ankles roll out. With the hands on the hips, lift the heels up. Do it about 10 times. Think about lifting your heels straight up. You can see if you're near a mirror, you will see how the ankles spread. Don't let them. Suck the outer ankles in, suck the shins in. That's good, Yukiko. Lift up, lift up. All right, now synchronize the lifting of the heels with the lifting of the arms. Lifting of the arms. Some of you probably know where this is going. Lifting of the arms. That's it. Keep going. Lift the heels, lift the arms. Lift the heels, lift the arms. Lift the heels, suck the outer shins and outer ankles in. Good. All right, now you're going to go to the wall and you're going to sit down. We'll call this a chair Utkatasana. Let me get this out of the way so you can see nicely. I'm going to the wall. I'm going to stand about 12 inches away from the wall, 12 to 14 inches. And then sitting down as though a chair were here, turning the inner knees to the outer knees like Virasana, and again, pronating the palms so I can feel the activation of my quadricep muscles. See how the buttocks are in line with the knee. All right. Janet, go a little, the feet are a little bit narrower than your hips, and then that will make the inner knees roll out. That's it. Sit down, Lana, yeah, not Lana, Lubna. Lubna, good. Inner knees to outer, Lana, that's good. Now relax your throat. Tony, I think you're too close, my friend, to the wall because the knees are forward of the ankles. Julia, good. Sit down. If you need to come up, Carla, just note that your feet are wider than the hip width. I have no problem with that, so be it, but I don't want narrower. All right, now if you have Shraddha, faith, if you have courage, take the arms overhead. If Urdhva Hastasana was coming easily, if there's no shoulder issue, good, Nancy. Winnie, it's hard for me to judge on this angle. I think you can sit down a little bit more. Lubna, don't sit down a little bit more and don't take the abdomen forward. I don't want you to push the lower spine forward. Okay, now slide up again. All right, now I don't know how many seconds that was because I wasn't timing as I was looking, but I'd like to time it for 30 seconds and just see where we are. Elaine, that's good. Just, yeah, all right. All right, so everyone on the same, on this, well, I'll say 1, 2, 3, go. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. No arms up. Janet, go a little wide with the feet. Counting. and come up. Okay. Coming, if you slide down, Jen, it can be just hard on the knees, like into a malasana, just so that you know. Okay, so how many of you found just 30 seconds of good timing? Could you have done more? Who could have done more than 30 seconds? Okay, a few of you. All right. So let's just say 30 seconds will build it up for quadricep strength over time, which many of you have done because we've done this work. Of course, some of the people who are coming to this yoga workshop are in their 80s, so who knows? All right, now watch. This is what we're going to do. So now, Urdhva Hastasana with the feet hip width apart or slightly wider, not narrower, keeping the heels down, moving the shins back. Go down with movement 6 times. So first with movement 6 times, and then we'll hold. Utkatasana, show me in profile. Have the feet hip width apart. Arms are up. Get the arms beside your ears and sit down. So go for 1, come back up. So use movement to go down. That's it. That's it, Tony. And go down again. 3rd time for most of you. Go down again. And then we're going to all together, we'll stay down on the 7th. Good. Look straight forward. One more time if you haven't already. Shins back, heels down. That's why we did all that dog prep. All right. Now come back up and you're going to hold for 30 seconds. Utkatasana. Hold it. Sit down, hold. I'm counting to myself. Next time I'll have a clock. Yeah, if it's difficult for you to keep the arms straight, palm the brick or use a belt. Nancy, let the chest pitch forward slightly more. That's it, right there. So the chest is not quite perpendicular to the floor, nor is it parallel. Okay, and then go down. If you need to come up, come up. Yeah, I like using the belt, Julia. Go down one more time, Tony, so I can see. Most of you have been in 30 seconds, you can come up. All right, so this builds quadricep strength. As you know, Utkatasana is a classical pose to build up to. All right, now one more time, Utkatasana formed from the abdomen. So this is what often happens. Okay, so I'm tucking in my shirt so you can see. So there's often this shape. Can you see this? How I'm pushing my abdomen forward, I'm sticking my buttocks out, and my lumbar spine is in pain. So what I want you to focus on is you'll put your hand on your navel. And then when you sit down, you make sure you're not pushing your abdomen into your hand, right? The buttock flesh has to move to the backs of the thighs. The abdomen has to draw back to the front of the spine, and then proceed to take the arms overhead. So do this last and final Utkatasana for and from the abdomen. If anyone is unclear, if my words don't make sense, please unmute yourself and ask a question. All right, so put your hand on your abdomen, have the feet hip width apart, take the same pose for and from the abdomen. Then when you feel good, Julia, the abdomen moving back, then extend your arms, only then. So do Utkatasana for and from the abdomen. Lubna, this is a good instruction for you. Move the buttock flesh toward the backs of the knees and make sure your abdomen is like it was at the wall, moving back, back, back. Okay, that's good, Lana. Even if you don't stay long. All right, now we're doing this one. So one of the things is probably, as you may or may not know, when it comes to conditions like osteopenia and osteoporosis, muscle strength is really important. So we're focusing on that today. And it's not just muscle strength, it's actually impact. Doing poses that have some impact, exercises like jumping rope in particular is really good. So we've been doing this, you probably remember Elaine doing this a lot the past year. You're going to take the arms up, but I'm using a swinging motion as we did with the heel raises, and then I'm going to jump. Now, I will say that doing this, and this is why I'd like you to have sneakers nearby, in all the sessions, because I really want to work on these quad strengthening activities. And especially if you have feet issues, not so much knee issues, it's feet issues, wearing a sneaker helps you lift up, okay? All right, so let's combine everything we've done thus far. All right, jump up. Oh, there's Lindsay. Did Lana get you on? All right, here, yes. All right, here you go. That, Yukiko, excellent height. So what I try to say, what encourages me, Elaine, to do this, not only your demonstrations, but I say, get not bound by earth, not bound by earth. So that's a very philosophical statement. Yukiko, good, Lindsay, get height. If you need the sneakers, Nance, get the sneakers. Tony, if you need the sneakers, keep them in, and jump. So there's a little bit of that. Now, if you're not jumping, good, Tony, then you can just stay in Utkatasana or just work with that movement. But that little bit of impact really helps. The impact is what's critical, not just the leg strengthening aspect. Do at least 10. Aim to get unbound by the earth element. Jump high, jump high, jump high. All right. All right, now everyone get a chair. Now I want to take you in increments to this, in this one. Again, sneakers are really good. Primarily, I think as some people are having, Jana, you're having problems with the computer, and Julia. All right, so I'm getting the chair and I want to show you something that we're going to do. So I'm going to show you this particular vinyasa, if you will, in 3 consecutive steps going from easier to harder. So watch. You're going to have the seat of the chair and you're going to come into just holding the sides of the chair, and I'm bending the knees. And then I jump back and I jump back. And then I jump forward and I jump forward. So back in pauses, back and forward and forward. We'll do 2 of them, and then I'll show you the next step, assuming that this is easy. But make no mistake, that little bit of impact is great. Janet, do you need to tell me anything? Because it looks like the computer, I'm not sure hers is working. Lubna, you okay? All right, so that's it. Keep going, do at least 2. Tony, you can do, let's see. Yeah, a little bit of jumping, or if you can't jump, then step back, Tony. All right, go forward, observing the difference. Lindsay, and we'll obviously get to that. Okay, so this looks rather easy. If you need to step back, Tony will have a conversation at the end. Now watch this next one. So I'm going to take the chair away, watch. Winnie, I think you'll be able to do, I'm putting the blocks on the medium side and I'm hooking my thumb. So here's a close-up of how I'm holding the blocks on the medium side. Watch. So I go back to Tadasana or Urdhva. Exhale, bend forward, watch again. Jump, jump, jump. So I can do 3 vilomas. A viloma is like a pause, and then I jump, 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 2 or in 1. I can do 3 jumping back, 3 jumping forward, however you want to do. All right, hold the blocks. So we're lowering down. All right, Lindsay, I'll have you demonstrate no blocks. All right, here we go. So jump, jump, jump. Good, Carla. And then jump forward. If you need to step back, not a problem. Okay, not a problem. Jump, jump, jump. Good, Nance. Jump forward and back. Good. Be mindful, is it easier for you to jump forward or is it easier for you to jump backward? All right, now watch the final one. So the final one in being more challenging. Lindsay, I'm going to have you demonstrate. Now, she will demonstrate without blocks, but make no mistake, if you need the blocks on the lowest side, and I like to hook the thumb around it, then please do. All right. Lindsay, let's find you. All right. So I need to spotlight you. All right, Lindsay. So just see that your camera can get you in from the top, dog pose. All right, so yeah, come on. Now bend your knees and become unbound by the earth element. Jump back. Yes. And now jump forward. Bend the knees and jump. So the feet come between the 2 hands, which I know some of you couldn't see. Now, again, if you choose to do this instead of going 1 and 1 like Lindsay did, you can put the hands flat on the floor, the low blocks, and jump, 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 and jump, jump, jump. You can do it with the velomas, yeah, or without the velomas. She's doing it without. All right, now go forward. Now do it with the pauses. Jump back to like a little bit, a foot back. Yeah, like Suki used to do. Jump, jump, jump. And now jump, jump, jump forward. Jump, jump, jump. So this is how we build up. Okay. You know, you guys are all very, thanks, Lindsay, very proficient at many of these things that we're doing. But if we just took the average person from the street, they would not be able to do this. All right, here we go. So let's see. I want to see everyone jumping forward, jumping back. You can use what I call the velomas or pauses. Have the hands flat on the floor. You might need the blocks, good Lubna, beside the feet. So we're doing this for impact and muscle strength. If you need to step back, Tony, that's fine to step back. So that inspiration moment that Lindsay demonstrated where she was jumping back all the way to the back of the mat exists. All right, do one more, jumping forward. Good, Julia, jumping back, jumping forward, jump, 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 jump back, jump forward. That's it. Aim to get the feet in line with the blocks of the hands. All right, now from here, you're going to, let's do this one now. We've done this before. Sit in the chair. I'll show you profile. Again, staying with the theme of the quadriceps, just keeping the toes facing up to the ceiling. You're going to lift the leg so the back of the thigh clears the seat of the chair. Let's just do 10 on each leg. All right, everyone can do. Try not to lean back. Try to lift your spine straight up. You can hold the seat of the chair and sit in the middle of the chair. Okay, 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Try to clear the back of the thigh from the seat of the chair. Lift, lift, lift. If you don't have a chair, that's when Lindsay could sit on the ottoman. Lift, lift, lift. Yeah, try not to lean. Lift, lift, lift. Lift, lift, lift. So the toes are pointing straight up on this first set. Okay, keep the leg straight though. Leg is straight, toes are up. All right, now go back to the right leg. I'll just mirror image you so you can see with the sneaker, the foot is slightly turned out to get to the smaller, one of the smaller of the 4 quadricep muscles and lift. See if you can get the back of the thigh to clear the seat of the surface that you're sitting on. Okay, let's repeat. Janet, I know you're having trouble with this, so know that I'm recording it and you'll have access to it hopefully later today. Good, Luna. Do you feel that little quadricep muscle? It looks like an almond-shaped muscle. Yukiko, see, yeah. So you don't have to bring it quite down as much, Yukiko, just to have it in line with the chair and then raise it higher. This is really good. So I really want you to lift the leg up. And if you show it in profile, it's really good. Turn the foot out, good, Nance. Turn the foot slightly out for the quadricep muscle. Okay, now watch. So this is this new work I've been working on, but I've been working on this for some time. Some of you have seen this before. So now this will probably be easy for most of you. I'm sitting in the chair and I'm not going to use my hands, but make no mistake, if you need to use the hands, or even if you had an arm or a chair with an arms, you could do that. So we don't want to get to be 80, wind up in the movie theater, can't get out of the seat. All right. So I'm going up and down. I'm going up. If you need that motion, right? So employ those methods, right? Make it easeful. All right, let's see. Use your arms. Yeah, good. Lindsay, all the younger ones, look at what they have to look forward to. And then hopefully when I'm long dead, you'll be thinking of me. Lift up. Come on, let's see. Good. Good, good, good. That's it, Carla. Lift. All right, that looks pretty easeful. Good. All right, next step. Just like I showed you the dog poses, jumping back in stages. Watch. So if you don't have two bolsters, no problem, use one bolster, because we haven't done it this way. Now, I'm going lower, just like I did in dog pose. I'm not doing the cross-legged yet, so I place the feet flat on the floor. Now I have to get up, but yes, of course, if you need to use the sides, hold on to the sides of the bolster, do. Otherwise, from this significantly down position, lift up and observe how you have to engage your abdomen. That same action, Lubna, that I gave you in Utkatasana. Seal the feet into the floor and lift up. That's it, Nancy, and go up. Go up. Now your mission, should you accept this, is to now lower the height. So those of you with two bolsters, Nance, have courage, have faith, extricate a blanket and go. Come on, go. No hands unless you absolutely need them. No hands unless you absolutely need them. From two bolsters, go to one bolster, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, now standing up. All right, get a chair. You have the chair. And we're starting on a little bit of the third chapter. We're doing Parsva Kunshanasana. Have your foot on the chair. Now, I want to just refine this a little bit. Ideally in this pose, yes, the knee is over the ankle of the airborne leg. The foot of the standing in the leg is aligned with the hip bone. But the root of the right thigh, we're all doing our right leg, should be slightly lower than the knee, which means for some people, I don't want it to be higher than the knee. You will use a block. Now, I will say that I have seen people have their foot on the block without a mat piece, and they've slipped out of the pose. So to be safe, have a mat piece or roll up your mat on the seat of the chair. So now you can really see the knee is slightly higher than the root of the thigh. And then lift up from the right side of the pubic bone. Keep on turning the inner knee to the outer knee. So just refining Parsva Kunshanasana as preparation for Warrior 2, Warrior 1, and Warrior 3. Lindsay, make sure with the ottoman it doesn't slide away there, my friend. All right, lift up. Now take your arms. So now I want everyone's trunk. So do you see how the right side, Nancy, of the trunk wants to go back? So bring the right, if the right groin is restrictive in any way, the right side of the ribcage wants to go back. So can you face forward? Everyone extend their arms out. I'll make it easier. This is such an important pose. Parsva Kunshanasana. Now take the arms up. Carla, fine to do that to turn the inner knee. Good. These look good. Nancy, excellent. Okay, take the arms down and of course change sides. Any of you who have restrictive groins, frontal groins is a great pose to do. Put the foot on the block. Ideally, the knee should be a smidge higher than the left hip. Lubna, move the left buttock flesh down with your hand. Left hand on the buttock flesh. Cut it down. Good line. Now lift up the side. Your chest is facing forward. So you can see if my groin was really tight, do you see how the knee is rolling in? Inner knee to outer knee. The left side of my rib cage is in line with the right. Now extend your wings. Good, good, good. Extend your arms. Good. Now turn the palms up and now reach up. All the Urdhva Hastasanas, these look good. You should, it's interesting to now when you take up the arms, just observe how if you felt restriction early on, it's not there. Good, Tony. Now take the arms down. All right, and then release. So now I have a new, slightly different way of teaching what I'm going to call this pose front facing or Kunshanasana. So I'm taking the chair, watch everyone. I'm not going to use the block. So I'm facing the seat of the chair. I'll put my left leg. So my left, the orientation is now my chest is facing forward. And then watch, the root of the thigh is in line with the foot. But watch now, this is the key. I want you to, for safety, bend forward, hold the sides of the chair and jump back a little bit, jump back. It's a small jump back. Then, like we did in Parsva Kunshanasana, extend your wings, palms up and reach up. So it's like warrior one with the chair. But just for safety reasons, I want you to jump back with the hands holding the sides of the chair. All right, front facing. The chair can be at the wall or freestanding, doesn't matter. All right, knee over ankle. Left groin aligned with left foot. Now bend forward, hold the sides of the chair, and then jump back with the left leg a little bit. That's it. Now make the chest perpendicular once the left leg is back. Stand up, take the arms out. Make sure that, so now Tony, see that the knee is over the ankle. I don't want you to, yeah. If you don't, if you haven't done this on a regular basis or even ever, make sure you're pressing the right foot down so it doesn't slide off the chair, nor does the knee go back. Extend your arms out like we did a moment ago, then the palms up, and then reach up. That's good, Lubna. Now press the knee into the back of the knee, of the back leg. Good. Open up that left frontal groin. You're in warrior one, so enjoy it. Winnie, I think if you can, pitch the trunk forward a little, Tony, pitch the trunk forward and step back a little bit more with the back leg. So you're getting a bigger stretch, but do it, it's safer to do when the trunk is forward and you're holding. I want to show this again, because I've seen this happen and this is not ideal. So watch. So I'm getting the foot again on the seat of the chair. And in the first stage, my right groin is aligned with my right foot. Then I bend forward and I jump back. Step back. I want the back heel down, right? So I'm really getting that beautiful groin, that frontal groin. So you got to go back as far as you can, but do it in a safe way. All right, left side, left foot on. If you're not sure, please unmute yourself and ask. Step back, but step back holding the chair. That's it. Back heel is down. Then take the arms out to the side, out to the side. Good. That's it. Open up that back groin, but maintain the knee, left knee over the ankle, right groin, enjoying that stretch. Good, Janet, as the back heel is down. Tony, that's good. That's a little further back. Okay, now to come out of it safely, take the arms down, hold the sides of the chair. Your trunk is in chula and step in. All right, now let's just do this. Take a quick Upavishta Konasana, everyone, from Dandasana. I should have done this before Parsva Kunshanasana, but let's do it now. Dandasana to Upavishta. Just as, again, more preparation for the standing poses. If you need to adjust the camera, do so. All right, adjust your feet so they're perpendicular. Tony, don't go to your maximum width on this for the hips. All right, seal the perineum. And then to get a little more width in the legs, slide forward. Watch the inner knees. Don't let them collide. And then quickly raise the arms up. Good, elbows straight. Arms can be a little bit wider than shoulder width. All right, now take the arms down. Bring the legs back to Dandasana. And now take the right leg into a Baddha Konasana shape and the left leg into an Upavishta Konasana shape. So the sole of the right foot is facing the opposite wall, or the left, to the right side of your foot is facing to the left. Okay, so Baddha Konasana, right leg, left leg, Upavishta Konasana, and then place the hands beside the hips. So in many ways, this is like a Parsva Kunshanasana. And then go back to Upavishta, and then Baddha Konasana, other leg, Upavishta Konasana. Sole of the foot. Now you're not on the top of the foot, but the sole of the foot. Okay. All right, so in a moment, this is what we're going to do. So how I view this, Upavishta Konasana, Baddha Konasana, Upavishta Konasana, and what we just did, Parsva Kunshanasana in front facing, Parsva Kunshanasana, that's kind of what I just made up, that pose. But those are all preparations for standing poses. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to do Virabhadrasana 2, Virabhadrasana 1. We might get to Virabhadrasana 3, in between an Utkatasana. But most importantly, we're going to work with the two standing poses with movement as we did with Utkatasana, and then a hold of 30 seconds. So we're going to do Virabhadrasana 2 with movement, go down maybe 6 times, then hold for 30 seconds, and then go to the other side, then an Utkatasana in between. All right, so with that said, take Upavishta Konasana one more time. Go a little bit wider for those who can. And then again, raise the arms up, use the arms to lift the pubic bone. Don't let the pelvis tip backwards. All right, now come up and stand in Samastiti. Now, mind you, if anyone needs to use the wall for the back leg, that's fine. Otherwise, let's assume you're all seasoned enough to do it freestanding. All right, stand in Samastiti, suck the outer shins in, bring the hands to the level of the chest, and jump. If you're not jumping, step, and appreciate how easeful that is, having done what we've done. All right, now you're going to keep the trunk facing straight on. So it's facing the screen. Simply turn the right leg from the root of the thigh, check in with the toes and the knee that they're pointing in line with each other. Now, just like we did Utkatasana, 6 times go down, 6 times. Most of you still need to be a little bit wider so the knee comes over the ankle. Good, Julia. Sit down, watch the inner knee. Remember all the themes that we work with. Turn the inner knee to the outer knee. All right, now on the 6th time, we're going to hold this to the right, 30 seconds. Go down, go down. Extend the arms out like wings. Lift from the sides of the pubic bone. Most of you could go down a little bit more. If you're having any knee problems, then doing it with the foot, the front foot at the wall, raised on a block helps. About 10 seconds remaining, 10 seconds remaining. I'm going to go down a smidge more. So your right buttock bone is aligned with the pit of the knee. And now inhale, up you come. Those look good because most of you didn't have the right side of the chest pitching forward. Now, let's go to the left in the same way, and then we'll do the Utkatasana in between. So come back to Tadasana, join the feet, suck the outer shins in, lift the arches, activate the quadricep muscles, and then those of you who can jump, or you can do that state of jump, jump again, adding the pauses, jump again. So employ all the methods that we've done earlier on. All right, now again, the trunk faces forward, simply turn the left leg. And then 6 times, and you'll find that one side is generally easier to sit down. So good, Lubna, that's really good, my friend. Sit down, go down, good. If this leg is more easeful in the hamstring, you will find it easier. Now hold for 30 seconds, hold, extend your arms. Tony, watch the trunk a little bit because you're doing this. So I want the trunk, the sides of the trunk, do you see, to be parallel. All right, these look good. Oddly enough, most of you, the left side is coming better than the right. I don't know if you feel that. Sit down, make the trunk be at a right angle to the left leg. I'm just holding it for 30 seconds. Inner knee to outer knee, beautiful. Yokiko, watch the left side of the trunk. It's slightly pitching forward. Inhale, up you come. Now, of course, the aim here, I'm just taking a side, is to hold these standing poses to the right, to the left for a minute on each side. Take an Utkatasana in between and reflect on your Virabhadrasana 2 to the right, to the left. To the right and to the left. Just reflect on it as you go into Utkatasana, sit down. Abdomen back, Lubna. My friend, abdomen back. Abdomen back. Good. All right, now inhale, up you come back. So you can see, if your heart feels like, you can feel your heart rate. Standing poses not only build muscle strength, but they are wonderful poses to build stamina and endurance. So you're getting a twofer. All right, join the feet, lift the arches, and jump or jump, jump, jump. We're going into Virabhadrasana 1. Option always is to use the wall for your back heel. Now this time you're going to synchronize turning the right leg out, use your arms so your trunk is in line with your right leg. With your arms out to the side, I want you to sit down. So think of what we did, the front facing Akunshanasana, facing the right leg again. So we're using the same method to go into these poses. Sit down, good, Lindsay, 6 times. And then on the 7th, stay for 30 seconds to build endurance and stamina. Stay. The warrior poses are poses we want to practice a minimum of once a week. Warrior 2, warrior 1, and of course, warrior 3. Stay. And then if you're not too tired, take the arms overhead. Good, Nancy. Take the arms overhead. When you reach up through your inner arms, don't come out of the right angle. Keep the back heel down. If you're anyone experiencing back pain, go to the wall and place their left heel up on the wall. These look good. Now inhale, up you come. Well done. Come back to Tadasana. So I hope by now you're kind of like, there's a method in the presentation today, and I hope it's clearly understandable and that you'll remember it. Join the feet, lift the arches, jump, or big jump. Lindsay, remember, inspire. Actually, I will do this because one of the things I want to inspire you with is a big jump. Remember, I used to have that inspire me moment. Elaine, you didn't like that, but you know, when you see someone leave the earth on their big jump, it can be really inspiring. And I will say, as we get older, it's harder to do. So hence I had to ask you to take sneakers on. All right, Lindsay, I'm gonna spotlight you. You can make your, view it so that we can see the jump though. All right. So I want everyone to be inspired. If I don't get to this whole lesson, I'm perfectly okay with it. So Lindsay, I want to see front, you know, facing forward if you can.
Ronnie,
So
you're
that
asking a lot. I did just get older this week, you know.
Oh, yeah, you will. I was thinking of your age, 30 years older. All right, I want you to take a big jump. Now, I will say that it comes in time with practice. It comes with how, I think we might have to move the ottoman because we won't see your flight.
The things that I do for you, Ronnie, move my furniture.
Sorry, Lindsay. All right, because I really, so in the beginning, you have to take a smaller jump, but I want you to see the flight, the way that there's an ability to leave the earth, become unattached to the earth element and into the air element. All right, so let's see this. I haven't seen it in some time.
I have to watch my ceiling too.
Watch, yeah, in your head, you know. All right, take it.
Okay.
Maybe don't go for the biggest jump yet.
Yeah.
Just try it first in front of the wall. Okay, everybody see it? Oh, that's good. Now, show it again with keeping the legs slightly more bent and then go to straight. Can you? Yeah, because I think it's easier. Yeah, that's good. So I want to see the out and the in. So watch everyone, bend the knees and jump high up, high out, and then bend the knees and jump back in. Yes, thank you. So again, to the degree that you can do this, and as I said before, try to take on any degree of this, right? So Lindsay, I'm going to remove the spotlight. All right. Thank you again. All right. Can we see it to the degree? I don't want anyone to get discouraged. No discouragement, no disappointments, only appointments. So make an appointment with jumping as high as you can and taking the feet up. So you can see when I do it, look how little height I get compared to Lindsay. I'll barely leave the earth, but I'm trying, okay? Literally to leave the earth. All right, here we go. Jump in and out to the degree that you can. Now, make no mistake, Tony, you can always step out or you can jump out a smidge and jump out. And that's it, Elaine. That's it. So go to the degree that you can. Now, certainly if someone had not so much knee issues, but foot issues and certainly back issues, I wouldn't have you do this. Then, of course, you step the feet apart and do a few times, Julia. You're young. Yeah. All right. You're young. That's it. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Okay. Now, from here, just take a rest in Uttanasana, the head down. I think that will be good for recovery. All right. Yeah, hands can be on the floor on blocks. All right, now I want to just take it one step further, because I think we did Virabhadrasana one to the other side. Okay, we didn't do it, Elaine's saying. Okay, Virabhadrasana one other side, sorry. All right, here we go. I thought we didn't, and then I thought we did. Tadasana now, jump. All right, see that you've gone fairly wide. It's not uncommon to walk the feet out a little bit more. Now, again, to the left, use your arms to turn the left leg out. Trunk is now facing forward. Go down 6 times. Remember this method, and then stay for 30 seconds, eventually with the arms up. It should, and then I also want you to explore, those of you who've not done much yoga in the past few weeks, how good your body feels coming back. Make sure the trunk is absolutely upright. Yeah, upright. Aim to get the trunk to stand up. That's it, Janet. Back heel is down. If it's not down, use the back wall. If you're getting any back pain, back heel on wall. Carla, the back right leg can be further out of in a decentralized position. That's fine. You just want the hips to remain compact. All right, now from here, take the arms down, turn the feet back to parallel, jump in as Lindsay showed, jump in. All right, now let me just work with the first stage of Virabhadrasana 3. So what I want you to do is just watch. You're going to take, it's like that front facing Parsvakonasana. I'm facing the right side like we just did. Then bend the right leg. And I'm going to put my hand on my abdomen, draw it back, and begin to take the trunk toward the root of the thigh. And I'm actually going to hold this position with the arms backward, maybe 15 seconds, and then the arms out to the side. Okay, that's all we're doing. All right. So again, step into it. It's easier. Take the right leg, as we did in Virabhadrasana 1, turn the right leg out, step back with the left leg. We did this front facing Parsvakonasana now without chair. Now keep the back heel down, and now bend the leg, front right leg is bent. Now bring the chest toward the thigh with the arms reaching backward. So this is for abdominal strength, but also for, again, the quad strength. Okay, now just in your mind's eye, but keep the back heel down. We're not soaring forward. I just want you to experience the right quadricep muscle strengthening and the abdomen strengthening with the chest on the thigh. Reaching backward with the arms, then the arms can go out to the side. Just keep them there. Okay, now inhale, come up and change sides. Just the transition to warrior 3, but we're not coming into warrior 3. All right, here we go. Front facing without chair, a Konasana, as we did about half an hour ago. Good, good, good. Bend the left leg, good, Lana. Feel your abdomen receding back. Extend the arms back. Nancy, these look really good. So this is the transition going from warrior 1 to warrior 3. But we're not going into warrior 3. Back heel is down. Now take the arms out to the side. Good. All right, now come up. Take 2 blocks on the high side, everyone can do. Modified warrior 3 for the abdomen. So watch. You'll take the arms up, feet are hip width apart, bend forward, and I'll just show, you'll stand on the right, you're gonna be on your right leg, I'm standing on my left leg. And now with the hands on the blocks, you'll lift the root of the right thigh, and then have courage to take the left hand off the brick, put it at your navel band as we did earlier on Utkatasana. Make sure your abdomen is moving back. So none of this, don't let yourself become a sinking hammock. All right, so warrior 3 modified for and from the abdomen. So you can, Janet, watch how the leg is tipping forward. So keep the root of the right thigh, the standing leg, lift the left thigh up, you're standing on the right leg. All right, I want to see these just modified. Nancy, good. Turn the arms from the inside out. Good, Elaine. Yukiko, raise the aerial leg a little bit higher. Julia, keep it straighter. Janet, a little bit higher. Keep it straighter. Good, Lindsay. That's it. Got it. That's it. Extend through the ball of the foot, Julia. Yeah, that's it. You might find that position. Good, Carla. Don't let the weight come forward into the toes. Janet and Carla, keep the weight right in front of the arch of the foot. Change sides when you're ready. Take the arms up, modified warrior three. Modified warrior three. You'll take a well-deserved rest soon. Okay, take the arms down. I know the warrior poses are challenging. Tony, excellent. Good. Lift the root of the right leg up. All right. Good. All right, now come down. Now, who would like to demonstrate full on warrior one to warrior three using the transition? Who would like to demonstrate? All right, Elaine. Okay, here we go. If Elaine, you want to do it, I'll have Carla. All right, let's see Elaine. Where is she? She's talking, but I can't hear her. Can always have you on mute, Elaine. All right. All right, here she goes. Now, here's the thing. Now, you all know, don't get worried about balance because you should be thinking right now, Elaine, have your chair, just say your balance doesn't feel so good. So I want you to show, there's the hydros there. So put the chair, that might not be far, so you have to be back on the mat. So have the rung of the chair to flip it, Elaine. So the rung of the chair is, yeah, that's it. So remember, we worked on this a lot before I left. So I don't want anyone to get discouraged. To put the chair a little further away, Elaine, because because remember in the transition you'd be reaching. All right, now go back to Tadasana, jump the feet. Put all the pieces together. Jump, wide jump, just like Lindsay. Okay, she's jumped up, jump, fine, or a stepping tone. All right, now use your arms to turn toward the chair. Good, good, good. Yeah, get situated, turn the back. So she's turned the back leg in, but not too much. If you turn, Carla, the back leg in, you'll lose the compacting at the corner of the left hip. Actually the right hip. Okay, now sit down. Good. Knee over ankle. Now bring the chest toward the thigh. Bring the chest toward the, yeah, you can. So she has the arms lifted up. Now that's fine, Elaine. Now keeping the arms lifted up, shift the weight onto that left foot and shift the weight. Okay, use the chair. Beautiful. Yes, there. So her body is parallel. It's a beautiful pose. Both legs are straight. Abdomen is lifting. Now have courage, Elaine, if you'd like. Take one hand, it doesn't matter which. Put it on your navel band. Lubna, make sure that your abdomen is lifting up. Don't become that sinking hammock. All right, now go back to your finest warrior one. Hit it, Elaine, hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit it, trunk perpendicular, back leg straight, Elaine, top of the knee where the white piece is. Nancy, when I say knee into knee, I mean the back leg. And inhale, up you come. Beautiful. All right, shall we? Those of you, if you're tired, then by all means, use the chair. Such a beautiful way as you saw her do. All right. All right, here we go. Back to Tadasana, our final and last standing pose. You don't have to do it till next week again. All right, here we go. Join the feet and jump or jump, jump, jump. And then turn. And then arms up or keep them out, warrior one. And now bring the trunk toward the thigh. Reach the arms forward, don't let them drop. Now shift the weight onto the right foot, reaching through your inner arms. Beautiful, Lana, your signature pose, and make the body parallel. Beautiful. Janet, have courage to lift the back leg up. Beautiful. And now come back, bend the front leg. Well done, Carla. Bend the front leg. Those look great. Extend through the back heel and change sides. Now, again, explore. Could you stay in this pose for a minute? A minute being the longest, but 15 seconds, 30 seconds. It's not so easy. It really is not so easy. All right, here we go. Other side, jump. Or jump, jump, jump. And turn. Facing the left leg. And sit, warrior one, back heel down. Bring the chest toward the thigh, reaching the arms forward, shift the weight onto the left foot. Use those quadricep muscles. Come on, this is the crescendo. That's it. Make the body parallel to the floor. Arms are reaching forward to a wall or to a chair. Beautiful. Now come back to warrior one. And inhale, up you come. Well done. And now lie flat on the floor. All right. So there's a lot more to this lesson, but I'm going to teach it in kind of bite-sized pieces. Take a belt. and we're coming into Supta 1 and then Supta 2. But we're doing it for the organic body, but do touch Supta 2 from Supta 1. All right, so go to Supta 1, right leg up, left leg down. Wait there for a moment. Use the strap in, my favorite configuration is to make that loop of it, Janet, the way you do, and then hold the belt put the fingertips in the 2 loops. All right, wait there, just waiting for everyone. So I want to see both legs straight. Yeah, take time to maneuver the strap. Tony's, you're looking for the strap, yeah. Okay. Good, start at 90. Now, take the left leg a little bit off center to the left. Good. Now stay with the left side of your body. Be present with the left side as though you're not going to allow the left leg to come up off the floor, the left side of the rib cage. As you take the right leg out to the side, turn the abdomen from the right to the left. See how much space you can get in your body having done this abdominal work, all this balancing work, this quadricep work. Enjoy this pose from the organic level, feeling the space between the 2 thighs, between the 2 legs, and in the abdomen and in the chest. Relax the throat, relax the eyes, take the room in from the outer corners of the eyes. Good. All right, now quickly come into a figure 4 configuration. This one, you can see in the screen, this kind of modified figure 4, modified Supta 2, and then we'll do Supta 2 again from figure 4. Okay, so figure 4, right leg crossed over left leg, good. The Supta 4 informs, you can bend the other leg, Nance, the left leg. Yeah. All right, now the strap is still on the outer edge of the right foot. Now synchronize, taking the right leg out, unfolding the left leg, go back to Supta 2. And work with this. I'm not giving it justice now, but justice to the Supta 4 nature. Supta 4 informs Supta 2. And then again, focus on creating space in the organic body. Tony, that's good. Supta 2. Lindsay, good. Supta 2. Abdomen is turning from the right to the left. If your hips are tight, you'll feel it in Supta 4 from naturally. Of course, we didn't even we'll do some leg stretches on Monday. Okay, now go back up to 1 and let's repeat. So Supta 1 to Supta 2, then to figure 4, and then back to Supta 2. All this for space, and then we'll do a flat Supta Baddha Konasana. And I'd like to leave a little bit of time, because I haven't seen so many of you in so long, to catch up, to tell me about this class, but what you hope to see in the future, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, now Supta 2, decentralize the right leg. Decentralize right leg when you're ready. Create space in the body. Now observe as you're staying in the pose, good Carla, as you're staying in the pose, feel how good Supta 2 feels having done what we've done today, the warrior poses, and of course, all the more internally rotated position of the legs in Utkatasana. Now do figure 4. If your left side is tighter than if your left hip is tighter than your right, just know that, and you might stay a little longer in figure 4 on this side. Yeah, and Lumina, put your thumb and index finger in the corner. Yeah, turn that skin. Yeah, turn it. And then go to Supta 2 when you're ready. On the left side, decentralize your right leg. Good. So I really hope this class was a good class for the re-entry back into yoga. I know typically I do leg stretches and I come back, but decided to just do a different approach today, working on impact. Okay. Jeff. Okay. Now, stretch out your, actually do this. Go into Supta Baddha Konasana flat. Have the abdomen moving back. Take the arms out to the side with the palms up.
Ronnie, I have to run, but you did not forget how to teach.
You what?
You did not forget how to teach.
Oh, Lana, that's music to my ears coming from you. Blessings. All right. I have to say I had a lot of anxiety.
Fine as well.
Thank you. See you. All right. Supta Baddha Konasana flat. Enjoy the spreading. Put your hand again on your abdomen. Remember, don't dig in at the lower spine, everyone. Feel the sides of the waist coming back to the floor. That's it, Julia, to relax your low back. Spread your abdomen, pacify it, and cut the sides of the waist down. Use this, more as an antidote to what we did. Not just for the abdomen, but for the back. Okay. It's nice to have time at the end of class to kind of do what I call the antidote to some of the work that we did in class. And we're using these last three poses to do that. And then the final one will be, and everyone will enjoy this, the lower legs on the seat of the chair in this manner, that you all know and love. Have the feet, notice how they're hip width apart, and the knees, notice how they're slightly forward of the root of the thigh, not in line with. You can see the stripe in my pants is not perpendicular to the floor, but at a diagonal. And then relax. And then some of you can stay for the duration if you like for Shavasana, or you can come out and do a more classical Shavasana with the knees on a bolster or flat on your back. All right, so I'm giving you some options. But again, see this as a segue into Shavasana. See that you're warm enough to settle in, and then we'll stay for about 5 minutes, and then we'll have 5 minutes on the other side to talk. Let's see how everyone is. So again, if you're not comfortable, if the lights are too bright, adjust them. If you need your socks on or sweatshirts on, take what you need. So this is a pose we often give with the lower legs on the seat of the ottoman, Lindsay, or the seat of the chair. Yes, you can put a blanket on. Illumina, that's a good idea. I wish I had remembered to do that. Put the blanket on the abdomen. Or you can put, Nancy, as you've done before, the bolster on the tall side at the roots of the thighs is another very good way to spread your abdomen. Good. That's it, Elaine, just like that. Just like that, my friend, on the roots of the thighs, and that cuts the sides of the, waist down. And then just rest your abdomen, rest your lower back, have the arms decentralized again. They can be down by the side. Carla, that's excellent. Janet, good. Again, sense the abdomen spreading, the abdomen not hard. And as you breathe, be aware of the breath, breathing in against the resistance of the abdomen moving back. And then if it was helpful to you in any way, you can employ that gata that we talked about earlier when we sat together. Breathing in, may I meet this moment fully. Breathing out, may I meet this moment as a friend. So synchronizing the breath, the in-breath with the words. May I meet this moment fully. May I meet this moment as a friend. very helpful to perhaps memorize one gata so that in times of stress during the day, you can employ. The ones that we've been working with in meditation class have been breathing in the here, breathing out in the now, Something that's easy to remember, but that also speaks to you in some way as a means of calming down, settling back. Now it may be easy because you're not under stress, but should a moment arise today where you're experiencing some anxiety, some sadness, it might be helpful to employ one of these gatas. Now, if you'd like, you can transition to a more classic Shavasana. Of course, this is a Shavasana for the back, should you so desire. If you want to sit upright in a more formal meditative posture, although meditation can be done standing or lying down, anything is possible, but let there be no struggle. And just take a moment to thank yourself. I appreciate you coming back to class, being in community this morning, thanking yourself for doing the work that you've done. It's not nothing, it's something. It takes a lot to show up. And then finally, I would just like you to reflect on what we spoke of earlier, to be confident in the future, to be confident in your future, knowing that everything is manageable, knowing that you are on a path, a noble path of loving, awakening, of compassion, of appreciation, of wisdom. There will be times where we step off the path. Doesn't matter, we begin again. Knowing that this confidence can hold any and all pain and sorrow, any and all fears and disappointments. Have confidence in your own capacity to meet this moment fully, to meet this moment as a friend with kindness. And again, if the repetition of meet this moment fully and meet this moment as a friend is helpful to you in any way, then you can repeat it several times over. When you're ready, you can transition yourself to an upright position. Again, just take time to acknowledge that you've shown up to do the work. And what I'd like, I'm going to stop the recording, and then everyone, I think you'll have to unmute yourselves unless that's changed, but you will have to unmute. So I would like to just talk with you for a minute.